Good morning, guys. It's Chris, the Ultimate Recycler, back in the emergency storage shed. We cannot renege on our obligations to get this shed empty, one box or one item at a time per week. Over, what are we up to? Episode 161. So that's 161 weeks in a row we have not missed. And I'm not going to miss, even though everything else is going crazy around here. My girls are moving their cafe. Our shop's going to be sold and we'll be closing it up. So we'll no longer have that outlet. Hopefully at least 12 months, because I want to get most of this stuff fed through the shop to get best value for it. So we'll continue to dig for treasures in the shop. We've got a bit of a system. We've been working slowly towards that back wall, but we've stopped there at the what you can see behind me, and I've now switched to this shelf here. So I'm cleaning up the top section of the shelf. We've got a computer monitor and a small TV to go on that top shelf, and then we'll probably duck down the side wall and do some boxes with, I think they'll have some pretty interesting stuff in them. Let's have a better look. It's nice to see some shelves empty off quickly, and I've just put the tub up here, as you can read, mid-grade boards. That is full of circuit boards to sell in Melbourne. I'll keep stacking them up there because they're out of the road, they're easy to access, and once I do a trip down there they'll be all gone and we'll have some good income back in. If you're not sure what a mid-grade board is, here's the next box I'm packing, and these are circuit boards with lots of good value chips and various other components that they will process for precious metal recovery. So they'll get gold and silver and platinum and all sorts of metals out of these boards. So these ones, currently I think I get about $2 a kilo, so it's not huge money, but you need to have lots of chips and things on them. Boards like these are more your power boards, and they have a lot of non-precious metals like, copper transformers, extruded aluminium heat sinks, a lot of weight for not quite so much value from the refiners. So I've actually keeping these ones in this box because I sometimes rescue parts off them that I need. But generally my low-grade boards, my power boards, and boards without a lot of chips and a lot of dead weight, I just take them out to the transfer station as e-waste. I will sometimes pick off the aluminium and the transformers, certainly the bigger pieces like in this bucket, because I can sell these at the scrapyard for around about nearly $1.50 a kilo now. It's going up, so it's worth holding on to those. But when the boards don't have much value other than capacitors and only small transformers, I'll just send them out to e-waste. So yeah, that's what we're doing with the mid-grade boards. We'll continue to stack them in tubs up here, and when we do a load they'll all disappear. So let's get that computer monitor into the bench. I'm not sure if I can test it as far as getting a signal into it, but at least we could probably power it up, see if it's going to work. It's possibly a monochrome monitor, so I'm thinking maybe late 1980s, maybe green phosphor, maybe just I don't know. But I don't know if we're going to be able to power it up. And they've got a little Sanyo portable TV here. That should sell okay. It's a CRT, collectible for the guys that are into retro gaming and that sort of stuff. I like to have them going and playing in the shop. They're pretty cool. So we'll give that a test and hopefully it works. Okay, it's only a small monitor, but it's quite heavy. It's branded KTX. I'm not sure if it's got a date on it. As I said, I'm guessing late 80s. So let's say 89. Don't know, we'll have a look. Okay, it looks like I picked it up in a deal I did in 2021, so it's been sitting around for a while. I'll clean that off later. Now, getting a signal into these things sometimes can be a problem. I think that's a VGA. It's an old metal plug. Looks a little rusty. We'll see how we go. So KTX looks like it's around about a 12-inch screen, maybe 13. Does it have a plate on the back? Give us some details. Okay, Super VGA color monitor, looks like it'd be a 13-inch screen, and July 1992, made in Taiwan. So I was 3 years early. Oh, it says color. Okay, so it's not monochrome. Okay, I'll just brush the dust off it. We'll try and power it up, see if we get some sort of signal. If that is a VGA plug, I think it is, we might be able to try and plug it into my old IBM test computer here and see if we get something come to life on the screen. I thought it more sensible to just power it up while it's sitting here, just in case it does an impression of Guy Fawkes Night, and then we would have got the other computer out and set it up for nothing. So we'll power it up now and see what happens. Of course, it may not show any life because sometimes they need a signal to kind of wake them up. So we'll give it some power. Oh, we had a green light. We had that energizing CRT noise. Are we getting anything showing on the screen? It's a bit hard to tell. Where's the brightness? Nothing showing on the screen, I don't think. Got lots of controls here for the picture. But no, we don't have any life on the screen. However, it has powered up, so that's a good sign. Another good sign is we haven't seen smoke and flames out the back. Alright, well that's encouraging. I think I'll get the other computer out and see if we can get some sort of life on the screen. I think we will actually. Righto, we're all wired up. Let's boot up the computer. See if it springs them. Oh, there we go. IBM. Not sure if we'll get some strobing on it. We usually do with CRTs. Now, of course, I've mucked up the screen adjustments here. Alright, looks like it's going to work fine. It is definitely colour. And where's our brightness? There's our brightness. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's strobing a little on the camera, but that's excellent. Well, the monitor works. Beautiful. I'm not sure what these ones are worth. I don't really know what any of these monitors are worth. Some of the ones like the Sony Trinitrons I do get better value for. I'll do a bit of checking for this one, but at least we know it's a goer. I can finish cleaning it up and put it in the shop. Okay, this little Sanyo. Yes, Sanyo portable TV, about the same size as the other one, but not as heavy. Probably not quite as old, maybe a similar era, and just about the same amount of dust. Possibly even more dust, but it looks in pretty good cosmetic condition. It has AV inputs on the front, and we'll get you a photo of the tag. Model CP14G1-A, or brackets A. I assume it's a 14-inch. Doesn't give us a date. Might be just into the 2000s. I'm not sure when they stopped making CRT TVs. Maybe late 90s. I'll check it out. There's AV input on the back as well. There's also the RF antenna input. But we'll be able to plug a DVD player into it. I think we'll just give it a quick brush off and then we'll test it. There's no sense going to a lot of cleaning trouble unless we're sure it's going to work. Doesn't everyone sweep their TVs with a broom? Okay, same deal. We'll just power it up as it is first, and hopefully it doesn't smoke. Give it some power. Standby lights on. Sounds promising. Oh yes, our picture's slowly appearing, but that's not very clear. I'm not sure what's going on with that writing. TV AV. Okay, AV. Yeah, I think it's going to work fine. Probably just taken a bit to warm up. Hasn't been powered up for a long time. Looks like that probably says channel 7. Yeah, that's the channel numbers. And sound. We may need an input signal for that to work. Menu. Oh, the writing's very weird on this. May have a problem somewhere, or we might be able to adjust that. Very hard to read. Right, I've just been having a play with this TV. There's certainly something wrong. I can't seem to improve the lettering. I can't even make it brighter. If I go to the menu, it's very hard to read. And even the buttons don't seem to respond. It goes to different languages, and also I think I nearly set it to Arabic a little while ago. And I can get the, what's that, volume? Yeah, and then it seems to just go back. It loses where it's up to. Got to press menu again. I can't navigate properly. I can't increase the brightness. I've got a DVD playing, and if we go to AV... Oh no, we're in... Is that Greek? I don't know. I've changed the language. So I can't get it brighter. The sound seems okay. So it's playing a DVD at the moment. But we have no colour. Well, the colour's there, but it's just so dark, and I can't seem to adjust it. And then every now and again when I do something that I try to adjust the menu, it flicks back to TV rather than AV. So there's some sort of issue with the telly. I can't sell it like it is. I'll turn that off for now. I'm going to try and fix it up, because I had a look online and they seem to sell for a fair bit, these ones. It's an early 2000s model, and I reckon it'll be worth trying to fix up. It might make a good project in the future, and it's sort of something that I can sell when I don't have the shop. It might even be worth putting on eBay, but I think I'd like to try and work out how to fix it. So this one won't be leaving the shed, but it'll be something to tinker with in the future. So I've repositioned the little Sanyo back up on that top shelf next to the mid-grade boards boxes, and I have another tub of mid-grade boards from the shop to go up there. And I'm going to leave this large Victorian era street lamp shade up here, because I have the rest of that lamp in the yard I've mentioned numerous times, and one day, perhaps when I've got more time after shop life, I might restore that and put it in our front yard. So the rest of the top shelf is now empty. Hooray! Look at all that space. Next, we will, rather than go down to the second shelf just yet, there's some interesting stuff there, let's do this pile. We'll do that box next. I have had a peek in there and I remember thinking, oh, that's cool stuff, but I honestly don't remember. We have some old frames here, not sure if they're original paintings or not. Huge big box here that, no idea. I assume it's not going to be super heavy, although it has squashed that box a bit. So we'll work our way down this section, and then we'll probably go back along this one and zigzag our way down to the bottom. All very interesting stuff. So we'll keep this series going, an episode every week without fail. No matter what else I've got going on, I'm sure I can always squeeze in a quick episode of getting something out of this shed. And we need to dig out all the shop stock while we've still got a shop. Value-wise this week, we only had that KTX monitor to sell. I thought I might put about $50, maybe $60 on it. We know it works. It's certainly retro. It's, well, vintage for computers. I don't think it's a particularly desirable one, but we'll put it in the shop for about $60 and see how we go. The other one we'll get to down the track. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.